X. If you don't know where X is from, I don't know where you've been living.
Yeah, he has the Arizona flag around him almost at all times. Not this weekend.
So the funny thing about Spark is that he's absolutely shameless in playing.
Try hard.
Try hard. Not only that, but abusing Sheik.
I am a huge Spark fan. Like, even before he smashed the record, when he defeated Westballs at Shine, I'm like, okay, this Spark kid, he's a try hard. I like him.
And so what that means is that if he wants, I asked him yesterday, if he were in the NorCal crew and he had to play Bananas, would he time him out in a 99-minute stock match? He said yes.
Bananas is an Ice Climbers player.
Yes.
And timing out Ice Climbers is certainly possible. 99 minutes is a testament to that discipline. Timing out has also never happened in a cruise battle. It's anti-cruise.
Anti-cruise.
Spark on the right.
The funny thing was there was that one. It was like a New England crew battle between Puff and Ices in a Melee games, and it lasted like 60 minutes for just one match.
That's certainly possible because Puff versus Ices is the most degenerate matchup I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it was on Dreamland, and I think
that's wrong.
It was like, I think it was like 45 minutes long.
That's wrong, man.
Like just for like that one portion of the crew
if
battle.
If Puff Ices were to ever fight, they should fight in Flat Zone.
Yeah, Flat Zone.
Pause is off.
I feel like how does Ice Climbers Puff on Dreamland not end it in timeout? Like if both players are playing a game.
If they actually try hard,
yeah.
The Puff would not engage, and the Ice Climbers would squall hammer the whole game.
Squall hammer.
Yeah, just like turn into a helicopter and just try to get damage.
That sounds so bad.
Yeah, it doesn't win to bear, so there's a lot of ways Squall Hammer loses.
So Axe, I'm not gonna say that Pikachu comes close to beating Sheik, but Axe's proficiency in the matchup, the way he converts off of grabs, the way he does every little thing to kind of push his minor edges in the matchup, makes it look almost even when it's not.
One of the developments I think that really helped this matchup was that Pikachu didn't accept that the chain grab was 100% true.
But it's not 100% true.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right? They used to just take the throw.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting at.
Okay, got it. Now it's like you can get them to like 40 maybe, and then they get out. And then what the Sheik just does is up smash in place or up tilt into like little hits.
Yes, there are variations of following that up, but it's much better than getting regrabbed and getting that psychological damage. Interesting that they strike to here.
So the one low-key thing that I always tell people is like if you want to be Pikachu's like approaches, just jab in place.
Pretty decent.
Jab from Fox and like anyone with like a quick jab, like that jab will just straight up beat Nair.
It's because the property of the Nair, the hitbox is drifting behind him.
Yeah. And the crazy thing about it is that if they DI in and you're Fox and you jab him, you get a free up smash.
Yes. So it's quite interesting because the dash Nair looks like it's so fast and so hard to deal with, but because of the property of the hitbox, you can actually challenge it, is what you're saying.
So the interesting thing is, as you're like, because Axe, the one thing that we don't talk about as Axe is he's a phenomenal dash dancer.
Yes.
Like we talk about like PPMD and stuff as like, oh yeah, these people are good at dash dancing. Axe's dash dance game is actually one of the best in the world.
Agreed. Agreed.
And that's how he makes Pikachu work.
Yeah, her dash speed is one of her strengths, but her toolkit is not the best.
Yeah.
Spark taking advantage of this.
Oh, but Axe ready for that wall jump.
Yeah, well played by Axe. He knows that when they commit to that wall jump, unless they're going on stage quickly, there's quite a window to punish. Right now, Spark down an entire stock. This tackle move is actually not effective at all.
Yeah, not effective. Spark clearly a rock type.
He's gonna get back on that edge. Very interesting jab pressure.
And it looks like he's trying to shield DI it forward.
Yeah, it turns out it's actually very difficult to beat that move outright.
Yeah.
Not getting that exact trick I think he was looking for.
It gets punished for 30%. And a possible edge guard.
Yeah, he gets the jump back.
And a possible death.
Yeah, one tricky or stylish move in between stocks and you die.
Maybe he just relegated himself to saying, you know, I'm going to get my 20%, but I'm... Maybe he wants to bait that trade. It would have been next level. Oh, you could definitely You could definitely re-grab that when they DI away.
Yeah, instead he opted for that quick follow-up. Pikachu's at a decent percent, though. A few more percent, and Spark can set up for a KO.
Yep.
I like that he's throwing out needles to attempt to clip that recovery.
Tough road ahead for him. There's many things that will kill him, like that.
Do you think Nair would also be a great tool to fight Pikachu's Nair if she did like a rising Nair?
It's tough because if you mess up, you're super vulnerable. The thing about jab is it's very low commit. Like the issue with Sheik is that a lot of people, like unless you clearly are at the tail, like the distance where the Nair won't hit you and you can fair it, once you jump, you get caught by Nair. And that's why staying low to the ground, either crouching or jabbing in place, as soon as you see the Pikachu's feet leave the ground, is such a good tactic. You have to react. So if you
visual cue, that's a good visual cue, Taffa, where you're watching their positioning.
Because if you're preemptive with the jab, because Axe is aware, especially with players like SFAT just spamming jab, that he has to kind of wait now to pick his Nair spots.
He might do a pause.
Yeah.
I see.
Or he might just respace, and then you're stuck in place.
Well said. Spark catching himself underneath the stage. Good form to catch that ledge again. I like Spark's Twitter handle, or Twitter info. He says Sheik has no losing matchups.
Sheik has no losing matchups.
I can see where he's coming from. It's possible, but not everyone agrees.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's close. Like, we have the memes that, like, Sheik is 7, and yet we see a lot of Sheik in top 32s of every major. I always bring up the statistic that Sheik has the second highest representation in top 32s. Like,
right after Fox.
Yeah. Nothing to sneeze at.
Oh, you didn't get that grab attempt that you said possible on DI away.
Yeah. The tricky part is when they DI in and it's ambiguous, so rather than mess up and Axe being able to hit you, and that's absolutely no DI.
That was a nice call out on that stall. Spark trying to do some sort of fancy offstage gameplay. The down air for Pikachu actually is a nice horizontal knockback.
The one thing you can do as an edge guard against Pikachu if they don't have Thunder Jolt is you just listen to the cue. And if you hear P, the moment you hear the first P in the recovery, you can roll off the ledge. And if they go for ledge, they're dead.
Nice, using that roll timing.
Yeah. So the moment you hear the first P is when you press L or R. That's a little trick I learned from Fly Amanita. Of course, you know, there's countermeasures from Axe that if Axe goes slightly above the ledge and then, like, if he's falling and then grabs the ledge, then it beats it. But that's a little bit tougher for Axe to do at all positions.
All right, this is where he's trying to go for the ledge. That's the counter that you're talking about. I'm surprised that Thunder did not connect. Spark is actually on stock advantage right now.
Ooh, he waits for the spot dodge.
Yeah, it would have also defeated, I think, Wake Up Jab. It's a really good form.
Good Nair counters Pikachu's approach.
He's trying to zone him with aerials right there. Interesting up air. Down tilt is going to start this edge guard.
Spark, you're playing with fire. He knows that that first fair, he got away with it. Second fair, not going to get.
Yeah, zoning the same way twice on Axe, not going to work out.
Oh, and he just waits.
Good discipline.
Yeah.
Spark up one stock against Axe.
And he's letting Axe hang himself.
Yeah, especially with that down air attempt that Axe did. Spark just patiently waiting beneath that platform. There's a lot of positions she can park herself to be safe.
Ooh, and he's just... Spark could blow this game wide open, but he keeps missing his follow-ups.
It's okay, he's still at percent advantage with his stock lead.
Yeah. And now Axe is kind of throwing Hail Marys.
Really great form from those diagonal needles. Spark added a lot of damage. I think this is just a grab aerial away.
It depends on where he is on the stage. Ooh, good shield drop goes through the Thunder Jolt.
Down to up.
I love that Spark didn't go for the immediate grab. He waited and threw a hitbox instead, covering the spot dodge.
Yeah, Pikachu's spot dodge is actually notoriously amazing.
Yeah.
Same with Tekken Place. Her Tekken Place is actually has different frame data than most.
It's half the recovery frames of other characters.
It always messes me up, man. I have to like what is it, delay or go faster? I don't remember.
You have to go slightly faster. The leniency is a lot smaller because I forget what it is. It's like 2 and 4 or 4 and 8. I think whatever a normal character has in terms of recovery.
Stages.
Whatever a normal character has in terms of recovery frames, Pikachu and Pichu
Has
are
half, yeah.
So if you want to go for like follow-up knee on like attacking place, you have to be
go early.
On point.
Yeah, that's what I remember now.
Ooh, and this is and the funny thing about Big House is that Axe has never done well at a Big House.
I had just talked to him last week about this. He has notoriously done not so good. His highest placement was 9th, and that was losing to my homeboy, Kels.
There's that one year he lost to Kaon, I believe, which was last Big House.
Dang, Kaon.
His average placing at Big House is substantially lower than his contemporaries like SFAT and West Balls and all of them.
Agreed. Interesting that he picks Fountain of Dreams. This is one of his comfort picks, but Sheik is very strong on the stage.
Oh man. And Spark, he's so good on the grab. And the funny thing is that because he's played the grab game so much, he knows what people want to do to get out of his grabs. And he's waiting for the spot dodges, getting the follow-ups. It's like a next level thing.
Yes, it's very developed in that he knows the follow-ups to their escape options.
Except he can't seem to follow up off the grab. He's getting a lot of grabs, though.
He's still in somewhat of an advantage. And
oh, that was close.
Axe playing a little ballsy on the edge.
Ooh, and Axe has some momentum right now. And you can't be throwing out those aerials. You know better than that, Spark.
Yeah, challenging Pikachu at that spot, you're going to lose your jump and go off stage.
At least try to aim towards the middle of the stage so you don't get hit off, right?
Axe is looking very strong right now in the center of the stage.
Now Axe has total control, looking to build a lead. It looks like Axe threw a jab there, and so the hurt box ended up getting him grabbed.
Did he just use that trick to get extension on single?
Not sure.
Alright, Sheik
Ooh, and now he's catching the roll reads.
Chain recovery. That was kind of a gambit.
No tech?
Yeah. Delayed electric hit might have made that a little harder. Spark on his last stock.
What, can he get off this grab? Probably gonna... No,
DIY.
Can't get the chain grab.
Yeah, it seems dash forward is just as hard as dash back.
It's not. This is like one of the easiest chain grabs.
Spark zoning in the middle, looking decent again.
Looks like it. Oh, and he waits for the spot dodge.
Yeah.
But Spark mashes out. He needs to stop attacking from the ledge, but it's
a little ambitious right there. Axe with the stock advantage, the risk reward.
Axe was sweating. He's just like, sigh of relief.
Big relief.
Yeah.
The beginning of that match was just grab to grab on platforms, and that's what you really don't want this stage to be versus Sheik, right? You don't want the down throw to set you up on another platform, and you're like, oh my god, I'm about to get grabbed at a higher position on the stage. And
coincidentally, you let a sigh of relief. You don't want Axe to be in losers this early. Of course.
Well, I do hope that he has a breakout Big House. He's hoping it for himself.
Breakout Big House.
Spark, a great player. He's wearing a St. Jude's backpack that was given to him from Smash the Record. He was the champion of that tournament. He's been getting